Hi, I'm Jeannie Kelly. Thank you for joining me today in this casual little webinar to talk about side hustles. And I just wanted to talk about them with you because they're the buzz. I keep hearing so much about side hustles, and I realize like how important they are because a lot of times it's that little bit of extra money that we're not used to, right? That can help us get out of debt or build more wealth, whatever it may be that you're looking to do. And a lot of times we even want to start our own business, but it's very overwhelming. Where do you begin? Do you have enough capital to do such a thing? And we can talk about so many things when it comes to businesses, but I wanted to talk to you about my side hustle and side hustles in general, because I feel like it's it is something that can help you build more wealth for yourself. And, I just want to share that information with you. So again, this is I'm trying, I have the presentation in front of me. And the reason I do that, I'm a bottom line kind of gal from New York and I talk fast, but it's not going to keep me too distracted to go off and go on and on and on because I love talking so much. But I want to be of value to today. I want to make sure this is not long, but it's short and sweet, and always here to answer more of your questions. But let's just dive in. And I want to explain to you about, for myself, even the pivot of how I started thinking about side hustles. So most of you know me as a credit expert. And again, this is a side project. So this has nothing to do with credit. This is not a side hustle to get involved in the credit industry. No, this is my side hustle outside of the credit industry that I'm going to share that information with you a little later on. But the reason why I even started thinking about it is because I saw others building wealth faster than I could. And I didn't know what they were doing. And we may all have mentors. So Brian Carruthers is someone that I followed for a really long time. And I bought books of his, and it was very motivational and money mindset. So of course, it was interesting for me to learn about. But others too, think about mentors that you may have. Like I have Damon John, Susie Orman, people that I look up to, but also I realize they do more than one thing. And I wanted to know, how can I build more wealth outside of my career? And I also want to say, in the beginning, so I got involved 4 years ago. And when I used to say, oh, it's my side hustle, sometimes people would say to me, you really shouldn't say that because you are making, Jeannie, a substantial amount of money doing this on the side. And I'm like, but it's still my side hustle. So there's some people on my team who make a little $100 extra a week. And then there's some who make a lot extra, 1,000 or more per week. So it really just depends on what you want and what you put in, right? You put in more time, then you can build this up. So it really depends. But same with any kind of side hustle. You have to pick something that works for you and think about all the side hustles there are, right? So there could be side hustles like Uber, Instacart, selling things on eBay, uh, selling services on Upwork. You could do dog walking. You can do an Airbnb. There's so many things that you can do as a side hustle. But I like things that are passive income and with subscription services. So what do I mean by that? So actually, to even be honest, when I didn't even think about residual or passive income before. I always was in my career in the credit world, doing quite well, knock on wood. And I didn't think about how after I finished getting off a stage and speaking or helping doing a coaching session, whatever it may be, that when that was done, I did receive funds, I got paid for my job, and that was it. But I loved when I looked at the business model of do a job once and get paid over and over again. And you can do that with a subscription model business plan, right? So where do you find those? And just to give you some examples, obviously Netflix, that's a subscription service. I don't know how many of you have it or don't. I can't be without it. I love Netflix, right? It's just so convenient. And it wasn't there not too long ago. So my number one tip to you, definitely, and it's the best advice I could give, no matter what it is you're interested in, you have to start. And just start today. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to know everything, but you have to start, because if you do the same thing over and over, you're going to get the same results. But if you try something different, and you can fail forward. I even know with my business, when I started, there's so many things I changed, but how many of you know someone that, and maybe it's even yourself or in your circle of friends, that just keep saying, oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, but I have to wait for this or that, or I need this done first. No, you just have to start, because you're always, when you're a business owner, you're always going to change things. Nothing's ever perfect. And you learn, as you're building your career and your business, that along the way, some things you change because you learned they weren't working, but nothing's perfect. So my tip is to start today. And I'm going to invite you and to learn about what I got involved with. And I do want to let you know that when I got involved, I didn't study every single thing. And my team members don't, because in the beginning, I want you to get paid and promoted and make money and feel good about it and be excited and share the information. And along the way, also learn and become the number one expert in this industry as you're making money along the way. Now, let's talk about things that have changed our lives, right? Well, maybe not for you, but for me, I don't know. I think about something and it's at my door the next day, thanks to the help of Amazon. And I know how we travel can be different because of I'm in New York. So I used to be going after those yellow cabs, right? And now I don't have to run after them like that. Everything makes it so convenient with Uber. And I know with this past year, maybe we heard of Teledoc, but we didn't use the service as much as possibly we needed to this year. And now we'll continue because it's so convenient, right? When you're traveling, that if you, get bit by a tick, it's just convenient to just jump on and have a doctor see you from your phone, right? So it is pretty amazing what we can do from our phones. And wouldn't we let's just think about this for a moment. Wouldn't we like if we could have been investors in Amazon before it made it big? When it was all the whole goal in the beginning was about selling books online. Wouldn't have it been great if we invested then? Because the beauty of making financial wealth is sometimes when you share things before before everybody knows about it, right? So that's what I'm saying. I'd love to be investors of Amazon way back in the day, because no one knew about it, but now everybody knows about it. So what if I shared with you something that you may not know about, and something that can change lives? And that is, I believe that we sometimes don't seek legal counsel because we're afraid of how much money it is. And just the making of the appointment and going in and maybe taking off work to have to do that. And is it just by making the appointment going to be hundreds of dollars, where it's just a quick question? Or maybe the thing is only worth 100, but you still feel like something wasn't right and it's not fair, and you want to talk to a lawyer. Or it could be a big deal like a will. But whatever it may be, what if I told you for a small fee, like a subscription service, you can have access to an attorney from an app on your phone? You can speak to an attorney. We may make it convenient by giving you the option of using the app, but you're dealing with an attorney. And I know I've heard it all before, where someone may say, my brother is an attorney, my sister's an attorney, my friend, my girlfriend's friend. They can't be attorneys nationwide. And this app can help you nationwide. You would have access to attorneys nationwide. That's a great feeling. I know it is for me. If I go from New York to Florida and I'm driving and I get a ticket in South Carolina, I can have help. And I can also do it by opening up my app and taking a picture of a ticket or taking a picture of a contract that I want them to review. And that I can make an appointment right from my app, because you know what I did today? I actually took a picture of a contract I need them to look at, but I didn't want to talk today. In 3 days, I have time. So I sent it today and I made the appointment in 3 days because that's what's convenient for me, and no phone tag and back and forth. I know what time I have to be by the phone. I also like the fact that if there's an emergency, I don't know how many attorneys Sunday night at 9 o'clock would maybe answer your phone, but 24/7, you would have access if there was an emergency. That gives me peace of mind. And you know what? You think sometimes only the rich can afford attorneys and get legal counsel, but it's not true. You just didn't know. And Legal Shield has been around for 49 years. What's going to help us get massively huge, I feel like, is because of the apps. And that's why I'm trying to tell you now to get involved. I also want to share with you what got me involved. Before I even was worrying about the legal plans, quite honestly, I got involved because of the ID protection. It makes sense, right? I'm a credit expert, but everyone was calling me about what should I use to protect my identity. And I was researching it for so long. And every time I would research, everything led me to Legal Shield for the ID Shield product they have, which is protecting your identity. And I'm going to tell you why we stand out. There may be a lot of companies out there doing the same thing, and some are free, and you get what you pay for. Be very, very careful where you give your information. But when you pay a service, and it's again a small membership fee per month, you would have access. If your identity was stolen, a private investigator will restore your identity for you. You don't have to spend the time. And let me say this. After this presentation, I want you to maybe call one of the credit bureaus, call Equifax, see how long just contacting one of the credit bureaus, if you had a credit issue with your identity being stolen, how long it takes for them to just pick up. So imagine if you had to contact Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, but instead of taking all that time and who knows what else is needed, you just call ID Shield and have them take care of it for you. Our time is valuable. And I don't want to be taking, I don't know about you, but the data breaches are happening constantly. I'm always getting an alert. And then those companies sometimes want to give me protection that they're the ones who, unfortunately, the information was stolen from, and now they want to protect me with who they think. No, I'll stick with what I know is best, because my identity, I want to have protected with the best. A lot of times, again, you want to know about things before they make it massively big and that everybody knows about it. But a lot of times we can't find that out, right? We wish we knew. We wish we knew about, like I said, Amazon, or invested in Instagram, right? Or whatever it may be, whatever it is that you're thinking of, you wish you knew. That can happen to all of us, right? But is this market ready? And so this is a study that was done. And most people would like to see a lawyer, but they feel it's too much money. So what if we were able to show them a way where it's not? For a small fee per month, let's say $24.95 a month, you can have access to attorneys nationwide. Wouldn't that be worth it? Wouldn't it be worth it to not have to worry about a healthcare proxy or your will, or you're signing a contract without having the person made up the contract to protect themselves? What about protecting yourself? It's not just for the wealthy. It should be for all of us. And this is a way. This is a way that you can share the information and you can be paid for it. And you know that I love helping others. You know that about me. That's why I got into the credit industry. Something happened to me. I had bad credit, and I found a way to build credit in a healthy way. And I love sharing that information with others. And that's the same I feel when it comes to this company. I love that I can share this information with you, and I will share my links with you. And the presentations get done for me all the time. This is the first time I'm really doing something like this. And I just love that you're spending this time with me, but that I also, and I have for, like I said, almost 4 years, been sharing the information by using my app and by sharing my link. And if people want more information, sharing a brochure, sharing a video. So you can do that. And that's what my team does. Okay, so you can start it again. So you can share the information from an app on your phone. You can join my team. And I don't know about you, but a lot of times I share information for free, right? I share, if there's something good, I'm going to share it, whether it's my favorite restaurant, whether it's, a blouse that I got and someone like, I'm sharing information all the time, but this is something serious. And it's something that I think it's a great movement to be part of, to say you can protect and empower others' lives with the justice system on your side. Have someone to help. Have someone to help get paid for it, and get paid for it over and over again by sharing it once, them keeping the plan, and you get paid over and over. Also, build a team. I like helping others make income like this. And I like when I see them share it with others and they make income, and it just goes on and on and on, because it's a good thing to share. And why not? But get in before it gets crowded. This is the time. The time is definitely now. And it's a small investment. I'm not saying start this business and it's going to cost $10,000, right? I'm talking about starting your own business with Legal Shield, and it costs $99. You have to also have the plans. A month later, you would be getting those, because right now you can sign up for a bundle package, but then you have the plans, you use the service, you share the service, the money is there to be made. I can go very much further into the income with you. You can message me for more information, but I'm telling you to start now. Start now and get in on this industry. And then we will teach you. There is training. There's so much training, you're going to ask to not keep getting trained, right? So I'm being honest. This is a great opportunity, and you can all do it from your phone. It's just so simple. And, I have been blessed. Many of you have found me, some of the media outlets I've been on. My team put this together, and I thank them so much. But you don't have to do a presentation like this. You can, and again, this wasn't a full blown on presentation. If you want that, I can send it to you, just like you can send the same information. I'm looking for team members who want to make more money. I'm looking for you to join my team. I would love to show you exactly how I did it. And again, I got trained by the professionals in the industry. I went through the system. And you know what? I started this in the beginning about my business mentors. One of them, which I started with, is Brian Carruthers. Do you know what? I got his attention to pay attention to what I was doing, because I was building this as a business and the numbers were there. Build it as a business and you will get noticed. Be on my team. Brian Carruthers is the #1 earner in this company. I didn't know when I was buying his books what he even did. I just liked what he was saying about building wealth. And so I'm going to share with you that you can be on my team, we are on his team, and we can take this to a new level. Whether you want to make $125 a week or $1,000 a week, there's no cap. And I also want to let you know that many of us think, oh, we have to just stay in our lane. This is what I do. I don't want people thinking I'm not doing good in my industry. That's not it. It's just that there's more, we can do more to build more wealth. And again, by doing it once and getting paid. So when I sold these plans 3-4 years ago, I'm getting paid today on those plans. So every year, every month, every year that I am in this industry, I keep building more and more money because I'm getting paid for what I did 4 years ago, but then I'm also being paid for what I'm doing today. And that's a beautiful thing. So I'd love you to join my team. There's a lot of information in here. CEOidentity.com is where you can sign up, but also all the links are attached. You'll also get them in an email. Please reply to the email. Let me know what you thought of today's presentation and my side hustle. And I would love to be working with you, put together a game plan and see what you can do with this business.